Y'all, what's up? Your girl Delilah celebrating her 42 with y'all with some Diddy Chronicles. Was going to take the day off, but then I came across a very disturbing, very disturbing story. So yeah, y'all see the burning not on now, right? But when I do the other part of this, the part that the disturbing part with the Tupac girl, he got a thing. I thought this was appropriate because y'all see, if y'all don't know, that's Clive Davis' name. They're throwing all sorts of names out. So Sean Baby Oil Combs accused of SAing a 13-year-old girl with unnamed celebrities present. Yeah, Clive Davis, like I said. So Sean Baby Oil Combs has been hit with another wave of lawsuits while behind bars on charges of racketeering, trafficking, and prostitution, to which he's pled not guilty, of course. What did R. Kelly plead? And is set to begin trial in May 2025. The music monster has had a slew of accusations made against him, including multiple allegations of rape with a P and SA. And on October 20th, a new series of 5 civil lawsuits were filed against Combs on behalf of 2 men and 3 women. Among the allegations detailed, which include claims that Combs SA'd or rated the plaintiffs in individual incidents between 2000 and 2022, was one claim from an anonymous female plaintiff that she was R'd at the age of 13 by Combs and an unnamed male celebrity. I want to know these names, y'all. I want to stop looking at, I need to know what celebrity I need to give the side eye to, what celebrity that, I just can't rock with no more because he's doing something that, let's be honest, my youngest is 12. I'm a grandmother of a little girl. I am a mother. Yeah, she's older, but I don't care. SAs can happen at any age. I'm a mother of a daughter. So hold up. Y'all got so much stuff on my phone because it's from stories. According to the filing obtained by E! News, in September 2000, when the plaintiff was 13 years old, she had a friend drop her off at New York City's Radio City Music Hall so she could try and sneak into the MTV Music Awards. Okay, and then they do say that his baby oil was allegedly laced with a substance. Okay, so now, did they look into this story? While unable to enter the venue without a ticket, the plaintiff approached several limousine drivers outside the venue, one of whom claimed worked for Combs. According to the suit, the driver told her that Combs liked younger girls and said she is what Baby Oil was looking for, and to come back later that evening for an after party. Now, if they would have said that this was a Robert situation, then again, they say this whole industry is just grooming. They say, this goes back years, and then like the main one who seems like he's untouched is I ain't saying no names. When she returned later that evening, she claimed the driver drove her alone to a house where she was asked to sign a NDA. She 13. NDAs don't count at 13. of which she never received a copy. The plaintiff claims she was given a beverage which made her feel woozy and lightheaded, and that she went into an empty bedroom to lie down. It was there, she claims, that Combs entered with two celebrities, one male, one female, according to the plaintiff. Combs and the male celebrity stripped her of her clothes, and then the male celebrity held her down as her while Combs and the female celebrity watched. I definitely need to know. The male celebrity and Combs allegedly switched with Combs her as the two celebrities watched. The plaintiff claims Combs then attempted to force her to give him top. And say top. But that she hit him in the neck and fled the room. After fleeing, this ain't a party though. If it's just, I got so much stuff I need to empty out my phone. The male celebrity and Combs then allegedly, wait a minute, hold on, where was I? After fleeing the party, the plaintiff allegedly reached a gas station. She was able to call her father for help. In response to the new filings, Combs lawyers referred E! News to a previous statement claiming the barrage of filings were attempts to garner publicity. Mr. Combs and his legal team had full confidence in the facts, their legal defenses, and the integrity of the judicial process. His lawyers told E! News, I hate his lawyer, in court the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs have never S.A. anyone, adult or minor, man or woman. I don't know about that. Combs' legal team also filed a motion on October 20th, shared with E! News, to request an order prohibiting further judicial statement. I can't even say Massachusetts, y'all leave me alone. From prospective witnesses and their lawyers that substantially interfere with Mr. Combs' rights to a fair trial. Attorney Tony Busby, my God, who has already filed a number of civil lawsuits against Combs on behalf of alleged victims, shared a statement with NBC News in regards to the new filings. We will let the allegations in the filed complaints speak for themselves and will work to see that justice is done. He said per the outlet, we expect to be filing cases weekly, naming Mr. Combs and others as defendants as we continue to gather evidence and prepare the filings. Okay, so I don't know if the little girl contacted her father. Would she tell her father? So her father already seems off the rockers. And then Tony Busby, his people must have some form of proof. I'm saying what I'm saying. They must have some kind of proof if he's proceeding to go along with this. And he's making statements. I'm thinking, the 13-year-old girl, how y'all gonna tell a 13-year-old to sign an NDA? She 13. That's toilet paper. I'll be back because I got recordings that I want y'all to hear. What up, y'all? What up? I finally found, unfortunately, it was in my phone. I had screen recorded it, but unfortunately, the laptop taking too long. So I did find the video. It is Lauren Your Lawyer. And it says Baby O has been sued again. Let me make sure this is off of mute. Let's turn it up really loud because, people washing clothes. Oh, wait a minute, but this isn't it.
Is the most disturbing thing I've ever read. This is the point where I usually tell you to grab a cocktail, but this time I'm asking you to grab some tissue and definitely your earphones. Ashley Parham is the newest plaintiff to file suit against Diddy, but she also is suing a few others. She's also suing Christina Coram, here she is, Shane Pierce, and 3 John Does and 1.
Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all one of the people that she just said. When she said, "Here she go," she works for him. Yo, when I tell y'all, I got so much stuff I need to clear out my phone, but here we go. Let's back it up a little bit.
Suing a few others. She's also suing Christina Coram, here she is, Shane Pierce, and 3 John Does and 1 Jane Doe. And for those who don't know, John Doe and Jane Doe is a fictitious name that is used when the person's real name is unknown or being concealed. What we do know about these people is that Christina is an employee of Diddy. She's also known as his right-hand woman. And Shane, unfortunately, is someone that Ashley considered to be a friend. Back in February of 2018, Shane and Ashley met. He actually came to her rescue as she was getting into an altercation with another man at a bar. After the whole ordeal, a bunch of people are standing outside the bar talking, and then Shane decides to FaceTime Diddy, kind of showing everyone, look who my friend is, I'm important. Ashley kind of makes a face and is completely unimpressed and makes a statement on.
Now, what she's talking about is, okay. What she's talking about right now is the fact that, my bad, y'all. It's my birthday. This is the alleged victim that she's talking about. Like, she's unimpressed by the fact that this guy's calling baby oil right now.
How she believes that Diddy has something to do with Tupac's death. Diddy, who's still on FaceTime, overheard the comment that Ashley made and told her she would pay for saying that. So after this whole ordeal at the bar, Shane and Ashley become friends and they keep in touch. March 2018 rolls around and Shane calls Ashley and asks her to come over to help him take his cancer medication. He said he was too weak to open the bottles. Little did Ashley know this is actually a setup and potentially about to be one of the worst days of her life. After she arrives, they make small talk. He tells her how he just got this new car and he wants to give her a spin. Now we know hindsight is 2020, but this is a sign. How you too weak to open medicine, but you well enough to drive? Nonetheless, they head for a little spin in his car and head back onto the house. Once back inside his apartment, she notices that he leaves the door slightly open, so she mentions it to him and he says, oh, the door's been tripping. I told maintenance about it. They should be fixing it soon. About 10 minutes later, guess who comes right on in? You guessed it, Diddy. Oh, but he doesn't come alone. He's there with Christina and also his bodyguard. The bodyguard is named as...
I'm mad I got rid of the creep pic, but I think the bodyguard is being called John Doe. And it is suspect. Like, I would have been, well, no, I probably wouldn't have been, because she probably was a really good-hearted person. But you're calling me to help you with to open your medication. You didn't have. Let's continue.
Nonetheless, they head for a little spin in his car and head back onto the house. Once back inside his apartment, she notices that he leaves the door slightly open, so she mentions it to him and he says, oh, the door's been tripping. I told maintenance about it. They should be fixing it soon. About 10 minutes later, guess who comes right on in? You guessed it, Diddy. Oh, but he doesn't come alone. He's there with Christina and also his bodyguard. The bodyguard is named as John Doe number 1. Also, Jane Doe is there, another woman who she does not know, but she describes her to be in her 30s with blonde hair. And John Doe number 2 and 3 are there, who's supposedly a friend of Diddy and Shane's and also Diddy's driver. According to the lawsuit, John Doe...
Now, is this Jane Doe the same woman or female that I talked about in the first article before this video with the 13-year-old?
Number 3, the driver never came inside. He stayed in the car. Ashley states that Diddy immediately started to antagonize her about the comments she made about Tupac. He started walking towards her with the knife, held it up to the right side of her face, and said that he should give her a Glasgow smile. If you don't know what that is, it usually is when the victim gets a cut on each side of their mouth all the way to their ears. Then Christina urged Diddy to stop, suggesting that it wouldn't be a good idea. They could just sell her to one of their clients. Then Christina went on to threaten Ashley and said she would ship her off to anywhere in the world and she would never...
So this woman, I'm sorry, I take that first statement back. So this thing said we can sell her, which means, wait a minute, hold on, we're going to listen to that part again because it says sell her to, so that means it is a lot of people in this game, well, in this, so there is something to this whole, his charges, basically.
Towards her with the knife, held it up to the right side of her face and said that he should give her a Glasgow smile. If you don't know what that is, it usually is when the victim gets a cut on each side of their mouth all the way to their ears. Then Christina urged Diddy to stop, suggesting that it wouldn't be a good idea. They could just sell her to one of their clients. Then Christina went on to threaten Ashley and said she would ship her off to anywhere in the world and she would never see her family again. Diddy and Shane then proceeded to strip Ashley of all her clothing. They pulled a bottle out of a bag and started pouring that liquid all over her. She was in fear at first, thinking that it was some kind of chemical, but then she soon realized that it was baby oil. Then Diddy instructed Christina to insert what looked like a syringe up Ashley's vag. Then something went wrong. Whatever was a part of their plan with this syringe, Christina wasn't doing it right, so Diddy started inserting it himself. Christina and Jane Doe decided to leave, and so now Ashley is alone with Diddy, Shane, John Doe number 1 and 2. Next, Diddy picks up a television remote that's nearby and starts violently inserting it into Ashley. Ashley is hysterically crying and screaming, and Diddy instructs Shane to flip her over on her stomach because he doesn't want to see or hear none of that. Diddy then instructed Shane to put a pillow over her head to muffle some of the screams, and then Shane proceeded to R-word her anally. After Shane, then Diddy, John Doe number 1, and John Doe number 2 all took turns doing the same. She also stated that before John Doe started, he doused her with more oil and then jumped on her back as if she was a slip and slide, which knocked the wind out of her because he was a large person. She also stated that while John Doe number 1 was doing this to her, that Diddy was sitting in a chair in the room masturbating and filming. During this whole ordeal, John Doe's phone falls near the bed. She tries to reach for it but can't grab it, and she says Diddy starts laughing and says he owns her now. She stated that by the time it was over, she could not move and she had no control over her bodily functions. At some point, Christina comes back into the room and starts giving Ashley an IV. I think that this is a good spot to end this video. I don't want it to get too long, and we're not even halfway through the lawsuit. So let me know what you think thus far in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.
I can't even do a next one because that was right there. That right there was a bit much for me. A bit much. Which is also telling me he did it. He did it. Tupac, this man paid that money. Okay, allegedly, because I have to say them words, but I also believe he did some others too. This man got bodies under his belt. Allegedly. If you made it this far to this video, thank you. That's the best birthday present ever. For a bigger birthday present, please like, comment. No, please like, subscribe, hit that noti bell, and I'll see you next video. Well, hold on. No, that ain't how I end it. And just like water run that mother and sun. I'm out of here, coach.